Mavericks 9H Andy Jacobsohn, staff photographer Mirjam Poterbin stands with her son new Dallas Mavericks player Luka Doncic after he is introduced at the American Airlines Center in Dallas Friday, June 22, 2018. Doncic was drafted by the Atlanta Hawks with the 3rd overall pick of the 2018 National Basketball Association draft and traded for the Dallas Mavericks' 5th overall draft pick Trae Young. Andy Jacobsohn, The Dallas Morning News by Brad Townsend, staff writer at Town. Her son's introductory press conference was over, but his whirlwind first day in Dallas, on a steamy Friday afternoon, was just getting warmed up. Mirjam Poterbin, who had become a social media sensation in her own right during the 17 or so hours since her son Luka was picked no. 3 overall in Thursday night's NBA draft, got her phone camera out to commemorate the special moments, such as when Luka, 19, emerged from the Mavericks' American Airlines Center locker room and entered the weight room area wearing his jersey No. 77, and shorts and sneakers, for the first time. Mavericks photographer Danny Bollinger asked Doncic to take a few dribbles, all the while Poterbin recorded it all, for fun and posterity. "I know he's really excited," Poterbin told the News, "because I know this was his dream. We all know that this is just the beginning, of course. The draft is the beginning. But I'm not worried because I know him. I know his personality. He will put everything into being the best, so I'm not worried." Along with his many basketball intangibles, Luka Doncic speaks fluent Spanish, in addition to Slovenian and Serbian and English, which will make him all the more marketable in North Texas and beyond. During the news conference, in which he and the Mavericks No. 33 overall draft pick Jalen Brunson were introduced and welcomed to Dallas, Doncic flashed his smile and personality when asked if he knows much about Texas. Matter of fact, Friday was both Luka and Mirjam's first visit to the Lone Star State. "I mean, I know about Cowboys," Luka said. "I don't really know that much. I've just been training in Santa Barbara. It's really hot, that I like. It's freezing all the time in my country, so I really like it." Yes, it's true, growing up in Slovenia, and spending most of the past 6 years living in Spain while competing for Real Madrid, has done nothing to dispel myths that Luka and Mirjam had about Texas. That's true. Horses and cowboys, like Luka said before, Mirjam said with a laugh. "That's what I thought. Everybody has a great opinion about Dallas, so we need to find out now," she said, adding of her first impressions of Mavericks owner Mark Cuban, president of basketball operations Donnie Nelson and coach Rick Carlisle. "They are all very nice, I have to say. From the moment I saw them." Poterbin, who split from Luka's father, Sasa, when Luka was 8, is a former track hurdler, dancer and model. She is well known in Europe. Her presence at Thursday's draft in Brooklyn's Barclays Center caused a social media stir, including an awkward tweet from the Warriors' Andre Iguodala. "Luka is famous," Poterbin said Friday, again laughing. "I'm not famous." While Doncic and Brunson posed for photos in the AAC weight room, with Bollinger providing a makeshift studio-like background and lighting, Doncic's agent, BDA Sports Management co-founder Bill Duffy, already was imagining the Mavericks' potential. The last time Dallas had a top 3 draft pick or draft night acquisition was 1994, when it selected Jason Kidd number 2 overall. Kidd's co-agent at the time was Duffy, who later was Steve Nash's longtime agent. Arriving with Dirk Nowitzki in 1998, Nash helped transform the Mavericks from 1990's bottom feeder to Western Conference contender before bolting as a free agent to Phoenix, where he twice was NBA MVP. "Mark Cuban wants to win," Duffy said. "He really wants to win. I feel like having young weapons like this, he's going to do everything he can to make this thing happen. This is like another era. You had the Nash, the Dirk Nowitzki and Michael Finley era. This is another one that's ramping up." The Mavericks showed how much they wanted Doncic by trading a protected future first-round pick to Atlanta. The Hawks picked Doncic at number 3 for the Mavericks, who selected Trae Young at No. 5 for Atlanta. Dallas was option B because Atlanta had the pick and we were fine with that, Duffy said. But when this materialized we were completely excited. Why, the system, Duffy said. The opportunity. Having Dennis Smith and Harrison Barnes, it just seemed like Luka fit in here. They're a little further along than Atlanta. And I think they have an appreciation for his game. Because to me this young man is essentially Steve Nash in terms of understanding the game and the way he plays. We think they will really capitalize on his skill sets. Poterbin, who moved to Madrid, who helped young teen Luka transition to European pro basketball, told the news she will move to Dallas with her son. Luka wants me to come, she said. He's really mature. He's really adult. He could live by himself, but I think it's different if you have some family members here. I'm trying to help him do things that he doesn't need to think about, so he can think about only basketball.